Great Bodhisattva Shinadeva said in the bodhichitta Guide to Bodhisattva's Life, Jiten Deva Chinyeba Tigun Shinde Dola Jidatunga Chinyeba Tigun Rande Dolashum Mangdoshita Chishigu Java Chivaraka Tanjatan Tuaching Tanjava Ding Java Day. How much happiness there's in the world, how much happiness all come from by the thought cherishing other sentences. Means all your happiness, all the past from beginningless birth, in the present, future happiness. So all came from bodhichitta, thought of cherishing others. Ultimate good heart. And all the suffering that there is in the world. So all the sufferings of numberless sentient beings, suffering, experiencing, and your suffering, your past, present, future, all the sufferings came from where? Came from the self-cherishing thought, cherishing I. So that not only when we do teaching, not only it is not only when we talk Dharma, remembering that only when you talk Dharma, but otherwise in daily life you don't remember any relationship problems, or somebody get angry to you, or somebody say bad things to you, or somebody abuse you, or then you see, you never think of this, what reality, what Buddha explained, or reality. If you check, you can understand. It's not a blind faith. If you analyze, you can understand with your own life experience. It's very clear. As I mentioned, while you are at home, or while you are in the office, while you are walking the road, you see, with the self-cherishing thoughts, when your mind is under the control of self-cherishing thoughts, only think of I, my happiness, when I can be happy, when I can be free from this problem, or like recite Om Mani Padme Hum, you see, all the time, day and night. And so, you see, then you are also, your face has no smile, and the face lots of wrinkles, or like this, very sad, very troubled face. Even somebody smiles at you, you can't smile to others. It's hard to smile to not smell, smile. Even somebody says smell, no. When somebody smiles at you, then you have to smile to others. Your face was very sad, very troubled face. So like that, you see. Immediately, as I mentioned before many times, immediately you change your mind. I'm here to serve others. I'm here not for me. I'm here to, my purpose of my life is to serve others, to free others from suffering and to cause happiness to others. Suddenly you change that. That's great peace, happiness. Happiness of the sun is shining in your heart. Happiness, like morning time, it says, sun shining in this world, and the plants grow, people are happy, like that. People can go to the beach. Whatever they want to go. So, whether they want to go to the mountains. So I heard the news. What today or yesterday? 2 men, America. This high cliffs, Grand Canyon. 2 men trying to with the kasa. Huh?
Skydiving.
With it?
Skydiving.
Thai what? Yeah, with the parachute. Yes, they tried to jump. One person parachute works. One person didn't work with the parachute. He died. He got enlightened. By jumping, got enlightened the other person. The other person with parachute didn't work. So anyway, this canyon in America, this where cliff, Grand Canyon. Grand Canyon. Grand Canyon. Yes, I just remembered, so I'm telling you. Paro Lama Chaba. Okay, so anyway, what I'm saying? Yeah, all sentient beings are past, present, future sufferings, and your past from beginningless, but all your suffering, present, and future, all came from it's a self-cherishing thought. So all your suffering comes from your self-cherishing thought. So others, they came from their self-cherishing thoughts. So like that. Then it says, so what I was saying is that, you see, we, that's like me or others, you see, I'm sure the practitioners, they remember everyday life. But it's like myself, like that, you see, only, I mean, when you talk Dharma, then remember, but daily life, you see, when you only have to deal with the problems, and then it doesn't come at all in our mind. You see, but the Dharma is very far, from your mind. Your mind is very far. Your mind is very far from Dharma. And, so that you see, so that's no good. Everyday life, you see. Yes, remember, but especially when you have many problems, you face many problems with the husband, with the wife, with the children, with the parents, with the family, with outside people, relationship problems and the business problems, and so many, you see, others show others anger, others anger, abuse and others so see, I mean, every day little things bothers you. So many little things bothers you, big things bother you, little things bothers you, so much, so many. So we never remember this came from your self-cherishing thought. And this you are more practitioner. So those then always you see, immediately blame outside. Immediately blame to other sentient beings, where you were supposed to meditate on kindness or day and night. even in universal education, I put 7 basic outlines, practice. You see, the first one, kindness, maintain kindness, day and night, others' kindness. So like that. So Chikawa said, as I mentioned also last time, just recently. Yeah. So whatever the length of the jiggle, that's put all the blames to one. Put all the blames to one. Then towards others, maintain your own kindness. Maintain your own kindness. And put all the blame to one means your self-cherishing thought. Any difficulties, anything what appears. So immediately, without delay, immediately blame to one. That means you are self-cherishing. So towards others, the maintain kindness. So they see, then that's what the practice is. But actually, then you blame to others, immediately blame to others, and then get angry or to retaliate back with words, with the external body and speech and mind, and angry and harm, that. So then create so much heavy negative karma. Yeah, like that, you see. So much heavy negative karma with the little things. With the little things, and then so not katsure, not doing Dharma practice, they're not doing practice of Mahayana teaching, so therefore not practice bodhichitta, even though you receive like rainfalls of teachings on bodhichitta, lamrim, chemo, then short 7 points of thought transformation, adverses, many teachings, and again rainfalls, but it's no practice. Everyday life, when you face, even with this such small things, the Dharma practice doesn't come. Practice bodhichitta, such precious things like emptiness, pressure. You receive teachings, but you see, like myself, in daily life, when you face difficulty, when you face problems, then far away, don't remember even. So like that. So, yeah, then life becomes empty. So empty one day, 1 week, or then empty 1 month or 1 year, then 1 year goes, then empty, then suddenly you come to know you're dying. You're dying, or now death is happening. So time to die and then finish. So the most precious human body that you receive one time, special perfect human body that you receive one time, now they're lost, total loss, and then total loss. And then it's like lost sky filled with not only in dollars, but a sky filled with not only diamond, a sky filled with witchcraft and jewels, lost, all like that. More than that, as I mentioned before. So just like Milarepa didn't have 1 rupee. Milarepa did not, example, didn't have 1 rupee, but used his precious body to practice Dharma as his Guru Mapa advised. So with much hardships, and then he achieved enlightenment, even though killed many people through black magic, and so many animals through black magic, but because practice even how much a skull, marble skull, bead, never give teaching for years, only hard work, and never got the heresy, and is a heretical mind, and anger and so forth. So, our perfect disciple and the perfect guru, who is Buddha, all the able enlightened, got enlightened in a brief lifetime of degenerate time. So, but didn't have only even one rupee. So, so when the thieves came in the cave, he had the nettles, and then they made a soup in this clay pot, clay pot. And then the thieves asked, where the chili, where the salt? And then he put, this is my chili, he put a nettle, and then salt, and he put another nettle. This is my salt. So, so like that, with much hardships and following his Guru Mahaprabhu's advice, so achieved enlightenment in a brief lifetime of degenerate time, all like that. So I'm saying they didn't have even one rupee, didn't have it. But he used his precious human body to practice Dharma. The less veiled teachings and the great veiled Mahayana teachings, Sutra, Mahayana, Tantra. You understand? So exactly what Guru Mahaprabhu advised. So like that. Of course, there is not only Milarepa, no, others. So, like that. So words that was a greater loss than skies of Vishnu jewel lost. Much more than that. So much more than that. Law. Human body is always the one time that is present. Not only the perfect human body, at freedom, content, richness, and loss. So then already that much to say. Child does work for oneself, the mighty one does work for others. Look at the differences. So, Guru Shakyamuni Buddha was like before, like us, filled with mind full of delusion, nirkama, and there's so much the problem, suffering, like that. But you see, he was able to change the mind from self-cherishing to cherishing others, numberless sentient beings. Cherish like we cherish ourselves. He was able to cherish numberless sentient beings like himself cherishes. Then before renouncing other sentient beings, you see, now then renounce I. Totally changed. So he was, even though he was same as before, but he became enlightened. Because generally, we didn't change our mind, so we were still not only achieved enlightenment, didn't become even free from samsara, nirvana, lower nirvana. We didn't achieve even that, and we didn't achieve. We didn't enter in the path to nirvana. we didn't enter even in the path to nirvana. So still, so Shakyamuni Buddha, he changed his mind, and such a long time ago, like that, slowly, oneself, we then it didn't become free from samsara yet, even though from beginningless, have been suffering, but still did not become free from samsara. Wow. Yeah, that's when I wanted to us to get some idea of compassion. Okay, yeah, before the teaching. So the Khazar. So letting oneself, then that's what it. Oh, then being alive again, Yangtze, in the 8-meter hotel, the Yangtze, being alive again. So, well, then due to past negative karma, so then when you're born there, like waking up from dream, and so then rainfalls of weapons from sky due to karma. Then it goes through your body. Then so much more than short spear, 360 goes through the body. So much more suffering than that. There's no need to say there's that much suffering. Then the being alive again. So even the small suffering is much more heavier than the short spear, 360 go through the body. So much more heavy suffering, pain than you see the small hell suffering is much more heavier than this. Much more heavier. Also, then you see. Then Catholic. So you see, we experience, so oneself is experienced numberless times that from beginningless birth. From beginningless birth, experienced numberless times. Just due to ignorance, obscurate. Due to ignorance, obscurate, we don't remember. Just like we don't remember that how you are in mother's womb, don't remember that. Even though it's clear you came from mother's womb, but you don't remember how you were in mother's womb, you don't remember. And most of us, you don't remember even coming out. If you don't remember that due to pollution, ignorance, don't remember even that coming from mother's womb. So you are just told by people, by other people. But you don't have your own memory. So like that. And then many other things we forgot. So many other things we forgot, what we did in childhood time, all that things. So anyway, so due to ignorance, don't remember. Then there's a young thing, black lines, and then the like how the carpenter used the wood, making line, and then hot wire or something. Everything is then all the body is like with the sword, cart, and all that, like how they use the wood, and just unbelievable, most unbelievable. So I think the 4 times suffering is 4 times greater, and length of life is longer than the first one. There's a whole explanation, Abhidhamma Gosha or something. Yeah, so much more greater suffering. Lamaja. So yes, more like that. So we experienced this, and this not one time, from beginning to the birth. We experienced this numberless times. Then from non-birth to negative karma, then we experienced numberless times already from beginning to the birth, but we don't remember. Ignorance, due to ignorance. As an example I gave before. Then Dijum gathered and crushed. Animal people that were killed before. Then the face appeared in the form of those beings you killed, in their face. But the rock, so huge, and then you are crushed between again. So the blood, like waterfall, blood coming, then so. Then when it goes away, then the mountain, those face goes away, then the revive the body, then again crash. So it goes on until the karma finish, until the karma finish, not just one time. It goes on. The suffering is 4 times greater than before, the second one, and the much longer life. So we experienced numberless times from beginning to the birth, but due to ignorance, we don't remember pollutions. All like that. All that because of the crying, great crying, so the caught in the iron burning house, no door, windows, and then hot red, one is fire, burning iron ground for, there's no way to get out, until the karma finishes, suffer, Then when the karma, the suffering is greater than the gather and crash, 4 times greater than that, the longer life, until the karma finish, you have to suffer that. Then the great crying is a double. Even you become free from the first one. There's another one outside. No door, windows. One is fire, iron one. And the house, iron one is fire. So like that, until the karma finishes, like that, you have to suffer. Oh, then like that, that's not just one time from beginningless rebirth that happened, but we don't remember due to ignorance of pollution. And then the hot tower of the tower, hot, great hot. So then a huge, very extended pot, and then there's a kind of liquid of the, what's it called? I forgot the name of the Chochu, huh? Molten lava, yeah. Okay, molten lava, yes, extremely hot. Yeah, and then you're cooked inside, and then they stir, and then when they lift up, then all the skins come back. But when down, then all the kasuri becomes skeleton, or the meat, separate from that. So until the karma finish, you have to suffer that. No choice. Then kasuri. Then you come on the hot burning iron ground, take it out from the pot, and then stretch out your tongue. Stretch out your tongue like field, like big field, like that. And tie like tent, tying the tent. Stretch out your tongue and. Then, then what you want, then ask her, then you thirst, then put it in the mouth, the iron, molten the liquid, the hot liquid, then put it in the mouth, then great hot, great hot, because what the like the brown sugar produced from the machine, pressed, so much pressed, the producing brown sugar, like that you see, all like that. Then, but due to the result of negative karma, negative mind, but then, all like that. Also the like noodle, like from the machine producing noodle, round noodle or like that, or the kasore. Or then there's the mountains, iron or something like meshing chili, like in the pot, you mesh chili or whatever, the salt or that, you mesh. It's all like that with a heavy thing. All that such a heavy thing mesh your body. Or like that until your karma finish. Goes on. Then your body is wrapped with the wire, so the thorns, wrapped around the body. Your body, there's nowhere to move. Like that, have to suffer for until your karma finish. So all these things, there are all kinds of things there. Much more greater suffering, 4 times greater suffering than the previous one, hot. Then time is much longer. Then we don't remember. We experience it like that numberless times from beginning, but no memory. Due to ignorance, pollution, don't remember. So then the last one, the heaviest one, indestructible, that's what the unbearable, the hell. So one example is your body become log of tree, like that, totally hot, red. One is fire. And no shape of animal, no shape of human body. So total like that, and then only screaming That's the sending being is only by you can hear screaming. And then from the fourth side, unbelievable hot fire comes. That's so much. Then you experience this, the nyawa nama, this one habits such as like this. We experience the numberless times from beginning, but we don't remember due to our ignorance. Don't remember at all. So now if you don't meet Dharma, if oneself, then now this I'm talking just to yourself. If you didn't meet Dharma in this life, didn't practice Dharma, didn't meet Dharma, didn't practice Dharma, purify, collect merit, practice morality and charity and so forth. Yeah, yes, these things, even the Christianity, example, other religion, Christianity, there's certain morality, ethical life, the morality. See, even they have other religions and they have ethical life, morality. See, to not harm others and so forth. You see, their moralities, and so, and also they do charity and see. So they get a higher birth. So here, of course, very powerful thing is, of course, taking refuge to Buddha, Dharma, Sangha. So that helps to get a higher birth. Very powerful thing, unbelievable powerful thing. So, so like that, you see, so then dream is Dharma, then do not practice Dharma. Then again, you see, do not actualize path, then we will have to suffer. You will have to, oneself, then, for example, myself, that is, have to experience the suffering again, no end. Again, no end. No end again. Like you experience from beginning to the birth, now you experience again without end. If you don't meet Dharma, if you don't practice Dharma, this is the reality. So like that. So now, even reciting Omane Pema Hung, Manmala, or even just a few, just reciting, it says that, like, you see, you received all the 4 defeats in the full ordained monk, brought the 4 root vows, and then you receive 4 defeats, and then that karma makes you be reborn in the hell. So then you see, so many eons you have to experience heavy suffering in the hell. But you see, by reciting, it's part of the benefits of reciting Omane Pema Hum. Then you see, you purify, complete those next karma, even those very heavy next karma, and which makes it to be reborn in hell, suffer for eons like that. So it purifies. So amazing, so easy. This even just reciting mantra, the generous mantra, Omane Pema, example. Just I'm using example. So easy to purify. That makes it so easy to be born in Pure Land. Amitabha Buddha's Pure Land, Genesis Bodhala in Pure Land, all Too easy to achieve enlightenment. All that like that, you see. We have to know these things. We should understand that you see now our life is so fortunate. So fortunate, so fortunate. Wow, we met Dharma this life. Wow. He met with the Dharma in this life. So you see, there's so much stuff, but you can so easily you can be free from this. So then. So think about hunger goes suffering there. That's a general outline of 5, but how about? So this, far, the body is strong as like a mountain, and the next limbs are so tiny. It's in the teaching, it's like the horse tail, the hair, so the horse tail, so unbelievable tiny, and then because the mouth is like the eye of the needle, so tiny. So anyway, so they can't find a drop, can't find a spoon of food for small, predators time. So 100,000 years could not find, even longest, even 10,000. Could not find spoon of food. Even the wetness on the ground, even a small wetness on the ground could not find for 1,000 years, 100 years, 1,000 years. Lama-chan, always hungry, always hungry, but hunger and thirst. All that is our curse. Then you see, they are from distant. You see food and drink from distant. You see far. And there's a lake or food or something. You see far, but by looking, but when you by your eye looking at it, it causes to despair. But by looking at it, then disappear. Oh, then the question, you can't. And then you try to go there, and difficult to go because there's big, huge stomach, and like how difficult for the old man. You look at the old man, body down, and you see the body difficult to go, walk. You see that you can see, that is so difficult to go there very far. The food, and where there's food and drink, see. But then there's coming guardians, they don't allow you, they stop you to go there, to get the food. There have been obstacles. So finally they reach there, even they reach there, but then when they reach, it becomes garbage. There was water, there was food, but when you reach there, even you reach there, but it's changed totally garbage. Passing blood and so then for them, even the moon become hot night time. During the karma, sun become cool, sun for the human being warm, but for them it's cold. Moon become hot. The total opposite. Like in the world, the weather changes. Weather, weather is very cold, it become hot now. Like the weather changing in the world. So those are, you say, opposite to, which is not normally, but it become opposite, so hot and so cold. So the Peta, in the Peta, total opposite. Then you see, nice ground and green, nice ground. You see, they don't have like that. They cannot enjoy, and you see, you see the place, all the trees not green, not green, kind of enjoyable, not like that. It's all like a rock, black, kind of like all burned. All burnt, like that, piece of rock. So very sad place. So for them, and then the ground is like copper, hot copper in the sun. You see, it's, copper becomes solid. That's ground, and very unpleasant. So then they flames coming from the mouth. The Kalam and Burma. So they they're like this. More suffering. Then they so much suffering. Then who has worse heavy suffering is that who has not, neck has truly not. So even a drop of water goes through, at least found, goes through mouth. Even it went, but doesn't go through, there's not. Truthfully not. So even it went in stomach, but it's like when you put kerosene or gas or something, that you put a mattress. You light the mattress and throw there. It's flames up. So like that. You see, drop, even tiny drop went through. It become cause the flame, the kind of stomach. So there's you see the book, the Buddha's teaching in the Kanjuru. There's how to make charity, food and drink for them. Most unbelievable. Scars of benefit to make charity for them. So so I was offering. I was making charity water to them. I was not drinking Zambala, but my guru, Rinpoche, met in Singapore a long time ago. Rinpoche said, if you do Zambala first, then with that water, if you make charity, if you make kapeta, this is much more powerful for them. So from that time, then I started to make Zambala water. So it doesn't happen every day, and it doesn't happen. So I do when I can. So very bad. So sorry. So sorry. Not without missing. It didn't get done. So Washington. I did this. I did sometimes. So like that. But I should do every day. But so anyway. So there's water for general peta, water charity for general peta to do, and then you see now making charity to peta is you get the most merit than charity to the desire realm, form realm, formless realm, charity to all. To make it charity to the Preta, you get more merit. Then now, making charity to all the general Preta, water charity, then you make water charity to one Preta who has a flames come from mouth. In India, Paksa, where I lived 8 years, there's a lot of fire going in the forest. So there's flames going, not burning the mountain by fire, not that one. You see, in the forest at night time, the flames going everywhere. That's a lot. A very mischievous place, a lot of spirits, and all like that. Even in the road, one time when I go, but there was not a flame. It was a sort of light, white light. But as you go, it goes farther and farther and farther. So that, one time. Anyway, night time. So you make water charity to one Preta who has flames come from mouth. You collect more merit than make charity to all the general Preta. Then now the Preta who has truthful nuts, you give a drop of water, they can get only a drop of water with the mantra and with this hand like this. This I think emptiness, giver and the giving and what you give, emptiness. But that's where, so all three happen. Recite mantra, drop water, this all three one time. So making one drop charity to Preta who has truthful nuts, that's the most merit. Then you may water charity to all the Pretas who has flames come from mouth, all that like that. Then there's a food, food, bread, whatever food. Yes, to general Preta, there are different Pretas. So, then the distant prayers, and there are different Pretas. There are 3 or 4. 4 is if there's water running, then you see there's one. So normal 3, then there's so that. But there's also water. There's water charity, ocean or lake, water pond. Something. Then there's a charity to make to all the Pretas. It's extremely good practice. So. So the unbelievable benefits. So many Pretas countable to Buddha explain the story how the practice began, how Buddha gave, the condition happened. So much is to do the Buddha's attendant Ananda, and so anyway. So published the word, translated briefly, and then yes, now Judge Chuno was supposed to translate into code, and then it could be translated into Chinese. In China, people in China will be so good to them. They are so happy to able to practice, to know all the stories, all the sufferings, whatever. So to translate in different language. So anyway, now he has been sick. George has been sick. So now it's better. So anyway, so you see, yourself have been experiencing numberless times that Preta sufferings from beginningless rebirth, not just only one time from beginningless rebirth, but don't remember, due to ignorance. So now, if you don't meet Dharma, if If you don't meet Dharma this time, didn't practice Dharma, then meet suffer. If you lose this, the death happened, if you lose this human rebirth, then I can have to experience all that suffering, numberless, no end. No end, every suffer again. Oh yeah. So now then the animal then extremely ignorant, so full, yeah. So then due to that, then being eaten by another one. So in the ocean, as I say, you are run to eat others who are alive. You see, you are running to eat others who are alive. You're running, you see. But sometimes there are others running after you to eat you. In the ocean like this, the big animals eaten by many small ones in the body. Oh, then big ones in the deepest ocean. There's huge, the animals. I don't know. So they eat near the mouth. There's mountains of small animals. They eat. There are many small animals. When they body eat them. So all kinds. Every animal has some other animal. For example, ants have. There are quite a number of animals who eat ants. So you see, hot and cold and all that things. And then even the animals that human beings keep, but tortured and killed for bones, killed for blood, skin and the meat and for food and so after here I have to go to Russia. We did the animal liberation last time there, Kalmyk. They did very good. They performed very good. They brought all kinds of animals and very good. But this time it seems the Kalmyk, the government, they want me to recite mantra for the animal who are going to be killed. So of course that makes big difference. Even that they're going to kill, but you see, they can hear the mantra. That makes huge differences in the planned state of enlightenment. So it makes a huge difference. Next life to be Dharma, and to be free from samsara, so makes preparation on their mind. So I thought maybe. By land there and the animal sanctuary, you see, from the government animal. So maybe I buy what I can, then maybe see if it's possible to start one like that. So anyway, then even with human beings, animal that kept a human being, the I don't know, in the world, every day, I'm not sure how many pigs and zillion, trillion, I don't know how many killed, the food, and then chickens, zillion, trillion, I don't know. One day, just one day, they would, because people use like toilet, people use like tissue paper for animals. There's no thought that they were, no thought that they were suffering. No thought of the suffering like you. They don't never relate to themselves. That they are suffering. They don't want to suffer. They want happiness like you do, like a Catholic themselves. They never think. Then you see, the thing is that you see fishermen and all the butchers, you see, they have no idea. Actually, they're creating karma for themselves to be born like that, and to be born like that, and to be killed like that. Themselves born like that and to be killed, not just one time, by killing one animal, as I said, 500 lifetimes. From that one karma, 500 lifetimes they get killed. From one that karma, then the experience and the result of the cause, and one even is, I saw in one text, one even is in the Lord's realm. So you see, now they do all the time in their life. You see, so that means that they have to be suffer in the Lord's realm. Again, Lamacha, they have no idea. They have no idea. So, all the future life, no idea. So, and they have no karma to understand Dharma. They have no karma to understand karma. No karma at all. For how many lifetimes there are karma to hear, to understand Dharma, to hear karma, about karma. So rare. So the most don't have karma to hear, to learn, to understand, no karma. So therefore we are unbelievable fortunate, unbelievable fortunate that we met Dharma, we're able to understand. So that time we didn't practice, then we keep on harming to others. We keep on harming the animals, chickens, pigs, all this. While we are knowing, then it's great waste. While you're knowing, they've all suffering. They also don't have suffering. They want happiness like you do. But you see now, that even worse. I mean, most human beings, they don't know Dharma. They don't know Dharma. They haven't met Dharma. So, of course, ignorance, total ignorance. So then by knowing Dharma, then if you harm others, that's worse than not knowing Dharma, harming others. So like that, you see. So no karma. I don't know how many lifetimes no karma, but to hear, to understand, to stop. How many lifetimes no karma? You see, they won't understand, they won't accept, even explain. Then somebody to explain them, extremely rare, so rare to have that karma, somebody to explain them. And then they accept. So Catholic animal so I don't they have all kinds of way to get food as of the the spider the 강라시에 어디 죽은 거였다 가자. Lizard, yeah, different thing. Then they throw something on the animal, on the plants, They don't go there. They throw very far, they throw something speed or I don't know, something. They throw something very far, sticky thing. They throw very far on that animal. They don't go there. They throw. Then the animal cannot move. Oh, then let out to eat. They have all kind of way to do. All kinds of way. All kinds of way. I saw in the TV, in the tree there's a hole, so there's a white worms inside. So the bird comes, picks up piece of wood, that grows on the tree, same tree. So he picks up this much wood, picks up with the butt, with the bit, breaks it, that's much wood. Then with the big, put inside the hole of the tree. Then they can get the worm, this much white worm that moves. They get it with the stick. It's like we eat fruit, we eat orange, like that. They get this and they eat. All kinds. They know all kinds of how to get the food. So it's nothing special for human being. Whatever method they use to get food, the comfort of this life, food, whatever they use. But the animals, they have their own way. So it's not special for human being. Animals, unbelievable. So anyway, so we were I don't we experienced numberless times from beginning, but we don't remember. Like we don't remember being mother's womb 9 months and coming out, we don't remember. Same. But we did, but don't remember. You see? That's not fun. This is not past life. This life. So, you see, like that, to the ignorance. So, now this time we met Dharma. If we didn't meet Dharma, didn't practice Dharma, then I can suffer without end. The animal suffering. So that the human being suffering, the suffering of the birth, old age, sickness, death. Then he said, meeting the undesirable object, separating, not finding the desirable object. Even you found that, then you could not get satisfaction. Those billion, zillion, trillion people have it. So much dissatisfaction, so much suffering. Mentally, you make the problem by yourself, because it didn't meet Dharma, and didn't learn Dharma, and that yes, I don't meditate, don't learn Dharma, don't meet Dharma, don't learn Dharma. So you can't practice, you can't achieve satisfaction in the life. So it's in one way poor. Poor, you see, poor. Where Buddha, after the king invited Buddha for made food offering, then at the end Buddha didn't want to dedicate marriage. So the the benefit of going back to Buddha offer food has dissatisfaction, dissatisfaction. So the beggar outside, the beggar, he rejoiced that the king made Buddha made food offering. He rejoiced. So Buddha dedicated merit to that beggar. There's a story of that. Anyway, so then there are three, I think 3 or 5 of them, because my memory is very bad, suffering with aggregates. So the Katsura, that he is a particular human being, then suffering, then then Katsura Asuras saw so much jealous, the Sura's wealth. So unbelievable suffering, jealousness, then the Katsura so much fight with the Sura's war, and always they get killed, and Katsura then so much suffering. Their wives then they watch in the lake, like we have in Tibet, the lake, Bandhalama Lake, and Minata Lake is a protector and the deities lake where it gives protection. So like that, wife Asuras then look at the lake, and then they see who is winning, they see, and there's so much suffering. Then Suras, also they fight with Asuras, and then the Asuras, when they fight, then Suras, the elephant blow, blow. And then it's time to blow, then all the armies get blown away, like the Qatar, so anyway, like that. With so much suffering, wherever they are hit, they die. But Suras, they don't die, except the neck. If it hit the neck, they die. Otherwise, wherever hit, they don't die. And then desirable Suras, and then the conscientiousness, they don't have a conscientiousness, careless, careless. So life is so careless. So their mind is totally like intoxicated. The desire in the comfort. They have so much unbelievable. Even the king in this world, rigid person, but it will be the poorest compared to Suras. Compared to Suras, the poorest. So, they have a sense of pleasure, so much enjoyment. So the desire, unbelievable. So totally life is overtaken by desire. So there's a story that Sharipu, it's a Buddha's disciple, Arhat. Sharipu was excellent in the wisdom, Buddha's among the disciples. So he had a disciple, doctor. So in the human realm, if he was riding on the horse. So when he sees his Guru Sharipu, he immediately come down respect Sharipu in the human. Then when he died, he was born in Sura realm. Then Sharipu went up there to meet him in the Sura realm with his psychic power. But as you see, he was going with his girlfriend to the park. To the park. So he saw Sharipu, but he only did with the fingers. he erected with the fingers, and that's all. He didn't pay any attention like this, and he went to play or to enjoy in the park with his girlfriend. So like that, big differences. Totally mind is occupied by desire, so much. Then so difficult to meet Dharma and so difficult to practice Dharma. So they don't have a karma. So Buddha, on the 15th, then Buddha through drums, sound of drum, then they showed him dark chakashi, the four seals of the view, the teaching, no? Right. So the so the sakchetam dungawa, though the all the contaminated phenomena, nature of suffering. Then chetam sakchetam dungawa, then because impermanent nature. And then all the dharmas empty, and no self. Don't dharma, the four seal as the teachings of the four seal. Don't sorry. So, Steve, how to say? Do you have better translation? This. That's all? Huh?
Usually just say
Chagashi, Tawa Katak, so view, seal, Katak, sorry, Chagashi, Chaga, Po mudra of sealed view, I think. For mudra of sealed view, I think. So anyway, those who are a little bit better ones, then you can't receive teaching from living being, but through the sound of drums, then it's for mudra of the sealed view. So like that. Then so much suffering of controlling one other powerful sura, controlling the weaker one, then kicking out. So then the heaviest suffering, the suffering, 5 suffering near death, 5 suffering longer from the time of death, and then 5 near signs of death. That's a heavy suffering. Then because they know from where they came from past life, and they know what they are now, and experiencing the death, sign of death, and then where they're going to, where they're going to reborn. So much suffering about them to going to reborn, Lord, and whatever, so much suffering. So we experience like this numberless times. numberless times from beginner's rebirth. So this time, if we didn't meet Dharma, no opportunity to practice Dharma, then again we will have to experience suffering without end. Then all the suffering intermediate state. So then we are so lucky, unbelievable fortune to meet Dharma this time. Is wow. Then you have total control. You have opportunity to practice, to learn, to learn, practice. That's a life. Wow, freedom of sun shining, freedom for your on your birth, to not reborn, to not be reborn Lord again, and to be free from samsara, and to not to not fall down in the lower nirvana, bliss state, peace, peaceful. You see, that would become an obstacle to achieving enlightenment, to benefit something. You see, now yes, freedom to achieve enlightenment. But you have then to free the numberless them from the ocean, samsara, they bring them to enlightenment. But we have not only you to achieve enlightenment, but numberless beings to free them from the Lord and from samsara, from Lord never to bring the enlightenment. You have opportunity. Just so you see. General bodhichitta, you collect general bodhichitta to total achieve enlightenment for the benefit of something. So you collect scarce merit each time. You need general bodhichitta, you collect scarce merit. What those billion, zillion, trillion dollar. Those rich people, you see, they don't. How much negative karma collect day and night? Oh, no life, that all the wealth. But you see, there's no even 1 hour, 1 minute, second to purify. No opportunity to purify all the negative karma. But we have. This time now, meeting Dharma, we know how to purify. Wow, with what opportunity you have. And then you see, they don't have an opportunity to generate bodhichitta even in 1 second in the whole life. They don't have a total black life. Total black, no opportunity to practice the bodhichitta even 1 time even they live for 1,000 years. They don't have an opportunity to practice bodhichitta even 1 time, even 1 second. But we have every time after we receive especially so much teaching, Lamdram, bodhichappa, and like water, like rainfall, we receive teachings. Well, you didn't receive all the teaching, but at least you receive some lamrim and lojong. You have an opportunity. But Lama Deche said, that Nagarjuna said, that Lama Deche said, I mentioned before, Kasura Kange Cheme, Tanya, Regentuye, Kante, somebody like the sand grains of River Ganga, Indian River Ganga. Like that is a field, world. You fill up with seven types of jewel. And then 7 types of jewel, there's diamond, all this. The 7 types of jewel, full, you see? And then dunya can't take the jideng on la poor way. And then dunya can't take the jideng on la poor way. Offering, we offer Buddha to a diamond world, according to number of the river Ganga, sand of the river Ganga. Sand Grand River Ganga. But that means you offer to Buddha. Jindagola Poa, Kange Tamo, Jayed, Kange Tamo, somebody, you put palms together, Chanjo Tun, Simchana, if you general bodhichitta, Chabatin Chaprapa, tells them much so. So if you general bodhichitta by putting palms together, if you general bodhichitta by putting palms together, general bodhichitta, may I achieve enlightenment for the benefit of sentience. Then this one is far more greater offering than the world number of the Saint Grand River Ganga filled with the 7,000 jewels to make offering Buddha. That's nothing. This one, far more greater merit. You correct. No end. The benefit merit of bodhichitta, it has no end. You know, continuously you get merit after bodhichitta. From this bodhichitta, you get merit all the time. No end. Oh, so we have a unbelievable, so fortunate, especially Mahayana teaching. Especially Mahayana teaching, Tibetan Mahayana Buddhism. Wow, you should rejoice. You should rejoice. Those that believe in Zillion, there are many, but don't have even 1 second opportunity to that. No, the life, even daily for 1,000 years. So, it's now comes the point. Now this, I'm talking yourself. I'm talking oneself, you see? All that. Now, look. Please look. There are numberless helpings. Numberless helpings. Exactly the same as yours. All these sufferings experienced numberless times in the past. There are numberless hunger causes. All of them, same, all the suffering of samsara experienced numberless times. The numberless animal, there's dog barking, you know, and ants you see, animals you have at home, they're keeping pet, whatever on. All the animals, the insects, all that they have gone through, they have experienced 6 realms of suffering numberless times in the past, and as well numberless human beings. Numberless human beings. So now you see, they experience all these 6 realms of suffering numberless times. Numberless asuras. They all experienced all these suffering, beginningless, numberless times from beginningless life. So when you go out, you see, as I mentioned, people in the street, people in the shop, people in the restaurant, people in the office, animals, and anyone you see. So, department stores, supermarket, anyway, movie store, beach, right? So, remember this. All these sentient beings have been, they're drawn by ignorance, don't remember, but from beginningless, but they've been suffering, 6 realms suffering without numberless from beginningless time. They've been suffering. No, they don't remember. Then they don't meet. The whole Dharma is hardly anything. Most happen Dharma, don't Dharma. Then day and night, constantly busy. What the bodhichitta said, even they don't want the suffering, but day and night, due to ignorance, day and night, rush, create cause suffering. But they don't know what the virtue numbers they have, what the Dharma they have. So you see, so there's been suffering from beginning to the birth like that. Then again, no end. There's suffering, no end. You see, endlessly. It's been suffering sometimes, again, endlessly. So now here you develop compassion. Look at everywhere. Movie, beach. They're trying to enjoy. Oh, so restaurant, the road. You go around. You go for walk. You go and the shops and meditate. Department store, so much. But whatever, there's a lot of people. You see, you go there and meditate, develop compassion. That happens with Dharma. Constantly creating. So again, you see, endlessly they have to suffer. Samsara again. You can't bear. You cannot relax. You can't bear. You can't stand even 1 hour, even a minute, second. You can't stand. There's numberless, not just 1, 2, numberless sentiments. So I think this is very good. I think especially us who run the center, director, secretary, everybody who clean the center, everybody should please develop compassion. Look at this way. This way to develop compassion, like sky, limitless sky, develop compassion. Look at this sentence, suffering nature. Oh, develop compassion. Look at it with compassion. So now look at this. Even your father, mother, your friend, you see, your wife, your husband, your children. Look at this. Oh, then if you have children, then now you know what children should learn. You see, from a young time, good human being, good heart, to be kind to others. That's most important education. So then you see, it's small, then you teach what they can learn, and more as they grow up. But now that you can see that's so most important for your children. Your friend, whoever. So important. So if you are father, mother, you don't teach. Who else will teach? Not in school. So important. So I think that all the people working for the center, so important to have this motivation, compassion towards them. Every day you look at it like this, all the center being. So that's if you go out, different places where they mean. So you meditate compassion. You go around meditate compassion. Look at this. Think of their past life, beginningless, then again endless suffering. Then you can't stand you really want to pray for them, recite at least only only Om Mani Padme, recite for them. So whatever you can do, help them. Okay, motivation for the Lama Chapa. So anyway, for the other people. So anyway, this is so important. So now you understand how to live the life. Now to live the life, benefit others. So important, you know. So important. Okay, thank you. Yeah, okay. Okay. Sashi Buke Chuje Mendoza
Waki Drogonamla Shinkang Chumara Sho He Dam Guru Ratna Mendala Gania Tayabi
Chanju Simdo
Rinpoche Mage Panam Ki Kyoshi Kewa Yamba Mepayam Gone Gontu Perwa Sho
Tony
Rinpoche Mage Panam Ki Kyoshi Kewa Yamba Mepayam Gone Gontu Perwa Sho.
So when you dedicate, please dedicate your parents, your family, at least. At least. So those are dead. Can you imagine? Can you imagine how much suffering as I've gone through? Oh, that's the experience now. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? So since you have the connection, your family, dead, if you don't pray, if you don't pray, then also talking about the ordinary being, who should pray? Who should help? So you have to help. Then those who are living oneself. So you should include your parents, your family. That's just others, just object attachment and then there's nothing they can don't get any help from you. So Sera Kundu Java Tonga Tetra Chenye Mosan Zebe Java Ngapel Kejetayan Toba Majuru Metro Nanda Ikla Lamatanga teaching Metro Nanda Tame Chendan de la Jenja Cheving. The Dodger get in Yen and Judge Los Angeles and Jawara. There is a Bodhisattva Taktumu and a Bodhisattva always came one. It's a story, it's in the Pajana Prime in the text, Ketongba. There's a story of that Bodhisattva story. So, as follows the Guru, Chepa, that's the connection from past life. Even though he sees numberless Buddhas, but he wants to see the past life connection with Guru. So, as he followed with Guru Chepa, so it means, so he tried to meet with Guru Chepa at the retreat. So in the retreat, so for years, he had been cleaning around the temple and well, I think he wrote on the skin the Prajna from the teachings with the bonds or these bonds or things like that. Then when his Guru Chepa is over his retreat, then he invited to keep teaching outside. And then he put thrown and the dust to not rise up. There was no water. Water dried because of the spirits harmed. Spirits made the water dry. You see? So then he took the blood from the body, sprinkled on the dust to not rise when the people come up. All like that, he dedicated his life so much to Guru Chepa. So, like he followed Guru Chepa, without distract by the body possession, or then maybe we might include some people there. Please plead well the holy gurus. Then never displease even for 1 second. Or the Lama Tsongkhapa mentioned in the prayer, no beginning, no end. There's many beautiful prayers there. That's very good after the king of prayer, and then when you have time to recite this, it's so good. Lama is only need dedication to prayer. He always recite that one. Then you dedicate not only yours but your parents and everything. Okay. And then I dedicate all the students and he asked also. Tato ngoye chapa tempa ta lo so lo je kunji yo ma ba shinye tamba lakpa ne che ne me ke che samyang me je sho. Then we should dedicate for the world. Due to all the past best and future merits, numberless and the numberless Buddhas, may the war that's happened now to be stopped, if all the future wars to be stopped, may all the famines and the disease, all that to be stopped immediately. And all the dangers of fire, water, dangers of fire, water, air, earth. So English, the landslide, all them global problems, ice melt down the water, oceans increase, and they destroy the cities, and they don't. Oh, then so hot, the weather becomes so hot, so cold. All those global problems got to stop immediately, and may the perfect peace, happiness, prevail in the heart of all sentient beings. With bodhichitta, loving kindness, loving kindness, compassion, bodhichitta, and may they meet may the Buddha Dharma last long and spread no direction from where the sentient may receive peace and happiness. And may they meet Buddha Dharma achieving enlightenment as good as possible. Okay. So the last dedication. I myself, towards all the sentient beings, more precious than which grand jewel. So as a which grand jewel fill the whole sky. That and one sentient being for you that's one sentient being is more precious than skies which grand jewel. Skies which go nothing. That I told you already, that alone doesn't stop your rebirth, Lord. That doesn't cause you free from samsara, that doesn't cause you to achieve Lord Nirvana. But this sentient being, that's yes, even cherishing, yes. Free from yourself from lower realms, free from samsara, free from nirvana, that brings enlightenment, even by that insect, ants, whatever the mosquito, every sentence, like that. Now you understand how precious it is for you. So I cherish the things, yeah. So then, you see, with the bodhisattva Nibham, only take care of the sentiment, cause happiness and bring the enlightenment, okay? So that Dani Simchen Tamche La Yishin Nobu La Be Tanjo Drube Samba Tatu Chebara Zimbara. Last dedication. Did all the past, best, I made it to glorify, I made it to glorify, numberless and numberless Buddhas. The which do not exist from its own side. Total opposite what appear to what I believe. Total opposite. Do not exist from its own side at all. To that matter, I would do not exist from its own side at all. Achieve the Buddhahood. Achieve the Buddhahood which do not exist from its own side at all. Lead all the sentient beings who do not exist from its own side at all to that Buddhahood which do not exist from its own side at all. By myself alone, who do not exist from its own side at all. Jambanbayachitta Jambata Kunda Sambote and the Jinde Kunji Chitandalo Chekewata Tanjiratu, the Jave Javata Chimawakana to the Novata Gaveta, Antikinya Sambote, yet Javatonga to the Namapavata Gijeta Machiwata to Jamalata, attaching it to the Devetunya and Javalo Santa Vaita Mayuri. Banjoro
Tu Sun Jan Shin Jam Gong Gao We Yen Sin Kyom Be We Kon Zo Do Bo Zi Cho Song Go We Le Mon Tu Dro Ba Na So Do Je Kondo Shabhen Shu.
Good night. Hope see you day after tomorrow. Hope.
Good evening. Just one announcement. Can you just leave the cushions as they are, please? Yeah. Not to keep them, just leave them as we need them tomorrow night. Yes. Thank you. Also, one announcement for the Venerable Sanghas who are attending these teachings. Amitabha Buddhist Center will celebrate its 30th anniversary on the 20th of September, 7 p.m. So Amitabha Buddhist Center would like to invite all Sangha members to please join us for this gala dinner with Lamazapa Rinpoche. Serene will be coming around with the registration for you to register your name so we can arrange the seating. So Venerable Sanghas, please do join us on the 20th of September for this gala dinner with Lamazapa Rinpoche. Thank you. Is it? Oh, somebody said the other way around. Okay, I have received instructions that we are to please keep the cushions and the mats onto the racks. I think they're going to give the hall a clean up. Yeah, so kindly just put the cushions and the mats into the racks, please. Thank you so much.